So, welcome to the tutorial for ISUtrecht students, where I will be teaching you how to download, install, and even learn some basic features on Adobe Premiere Pro. The first thing you want to do is open your desired web browser. In this case, it's Google Chrome for me. So, from here, we're going to access the ISUtrecht Media Center. Now, here's some very useful media resources like BrainPop, Britannica School, and more that you may want to use. But for now, we're going to go skip over them, since what we want to download is the Adobe package. Alright, so there are different downloads depending on your operating system. I'm using Windows, but I will be teaching you how to download for both. If you're a Mac user, you want to click just here, and it'll be opening a download link. Once you download this, you have to download it, unzip it by just right-clicking and extracting, and then just running the installer. Now, if you're a Windows student, what you have to do, you have to go down here and download Windows version. If you press download, it'll come zipped, so you have to unzip it again by using an unzipper, like in WinRAR, for example, which doesn't zip. Then once it's unzipped, you click here, build, and just run setup.exe. Once you do this, Creative Cloud will install for itself, and it will come with some basic apps like XD Animate and Lightroom and Premiere Pro. Now, let's move on to once you've downloaded. All right, so you've downloaded completely and you're ready to run it. If you're on macOS, you can just use the Launchpad to launch it, or your desktop. And if you're in Windows, it might be on your taskbar, or it could also you could just go here, type Creative Cloud, and launch it. Once it is opened, you might have to log in with your student account. Okay, so once it is loaded, you'll see your pre-installed Adobe apps, and you may want to update them. You should click on all apps and scroll down. Make sure that here Premiere Pro is installed. If it's not, just go down here and download it. You may also want to download Media Encoder, as it is essential to use with Premiere Pro. Alright, so now we're ready to launch Premiere Pro. If you're a MacBook, you may use your Launchpad or desktop. If you're on Windows, you may use your taskbar, desktop, or you may just click here once again and type Premiere Pro. It will just pop up, just click on it, and then we'll launch. Okay, so now that we're in Premiere Pro, we want to click Create New Project, since it's your first time using it. In this case, I will be showing Premiere Pro tutorial Alright, now your location is very important. I've already created a folder where I will be putting my project in. Okay, you can just create one and just choose as your path. So just click here, select folder, and create. Right. When we have done this, you'll be greeted with a quite overwhelming menu. Now, it may look different for you. That is because there's different workspaces you can use. I use editing since it fits my users the best. You may use different ones depending on use cases, but I'm going to stick for this tutorial with editing. Now, before you do anything, you probably want to import some media. And I recommend importing your media by using a bin file. This is quite simple to do. You should go to your project file and then create a file called project. This is where the whole project goes in. And bin. Create a file called bin. Bin is where you put your raw footage. I already have some of my raw footage, which I will be using to show you how to edit in this video. But basically, it's where all of your media goes. So if you recorded like multiple shots of something, you put them all in here, and that's where you'll be importing them. So you want to import your whole project folder. So now it's imported, we can close this, double click, and you'll see it'll drag you to this. So I'll show some very, very basic editing methods before we end this video. So if you double click it, it will open your preview page. Here you can preview the footage that you're about to import, so you can make some final tweaks. So let's watch it. And as you can see, it's very simple. Just a moving shot of a seashore. Alright. But really, I only want the beginning, the middle to the end of the video. So what I'll do is I can just drag this blue marker, and I will press I to show where I first want to start showing my footage. So here. And I only want to use about until almost the end. So let's keep going. Here, press O. Okay, so when we've done this, we've selected the data we want to import here. We can choose to either import the whole file, audio and video, or we can import only video or only audio. I will be doing video only, since there's no audio for this footage. So just drag it here, and boom, here it is. All right. So now that we have our footage, we probably want to import some audio. This could be music or any kind of audio, really. In this case, I'll be using music. So for my use case, I'll just be going to youtube.com, and I'll be downloading any kind of music. I'll be downloading Candyland. Okay, so we click on it, and we can just go to save from, or any video downloader for that case. You can paste your video link. Just paste it, download with low quality. You want to click this and press download, and it'll be loading for a while. Once it's finished downloading, it'll probably be in your downloads folder. So just exit it, and here we have it. So once again, we don't even have to open our bin folder in this case. We can just drop it here, since this is our bin folder. Just drop the footage here, and it'll automatically import it for us. Now, we want to double click it, so we go in preview mode, and we want to choose what part of the song we use. So let's go to the beginning, and let's just get it from the beginning. We only need about 15 seconds of footage, so let's go. So, as you can see, I cut it right before it starts the beat drop. And I'll only be using the audio, since there's no need for the video. So now when we play our video, there's music in the background. Now that we have learned to import both audio and video, it's time to learn two of the most important tools there are in Adobe Premiere. First of which is the selection tool, which you can open by either clicking on the icon of the arrow or by pressing V on your keyboard. With this tool functions as a very similar to a desktop cursor, as you can just drag footage around the timeline very easily. But it has a secondary usage, as it allows you to easily trim clips on the go. This is especially useful for cutting out unwanted parts, endings to a clip, since that allows you to not have to re-record the whole thing, which could be a pain. Now, on to the next tool. The next tool is called the razor tool, and you can open it by either clicking the icon here or by just pressing C on your keyboard. This tool allows you to make seamless cuts in your footage, making it extremely easy to remove parts of a clip which you do not like. Let's say, for example, I would like to remove the middle of our video footage here. What I would just do is click 2 times here, making one new clip, which can be removed. This way, you now have a cut in the middle of the video. as you saw right there. This is extremely useful, and it will come in handy almost every time you use Adobe Premiere. Now, if you want to finish working your project later on and you just want to save it for now, just press File, Save. You could also just press Ctrl S or Command S if you're on macOS. Alright, so I think today we basically covered the getting you set up and ready for more advanced features of Adobe Premiere Pro. In the following episodes, we'll be looking at how to do video transitions as well as audio transitions and adding screen effects such as blur and other one. Well, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.